With what's been happening lately in the crypto space, I thought I'd make a video comparing the different types of crypto wallets. I've made a video similar to this last year, but I think that this video is a much needed reminder to everyone about the saying, not your keys, not your coins. Now, I hope that none of you have been affected materially by what's been going on, but if you have, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you recover from your losses. That said, let's get started. So there are essentially 4 types of wallets: web wallets, software wallets, hardware wallets, and the less common or known is the paper wallet. All of these wallets have their pros and cons and reasons why you'd want to use them. I'll be going over each one briefly, and hopefully this video can give you a better understanding of which one's best for you based on your situation. With web wallets, these are essentially account wallets that are created by the centralized service to track your account balance. Think of it as having an account number with a bank, but instead with a crypto company. Examples would include Binance, Newton, and VirgoCX. Now, for the pros, they're great because they're easy and convenient to use. In addition, centralized services offer support when you need it. As for the cons, the biggest one is the lack of real ownership of your coins. What this means is that if the site goes down, so does being able to access your coins. This is what we're seeing now with FTX, BlockFi, and other crypto platforms that have frozen users' funds. So what are they good for? I would say that if you're actively trading, then yeah, it makes sense to have those coins or funds in your account. However, I would caution you to keep only a small amount on there because you just never know what can happen with that site or with your coins. Only leave what you're quote unquote willing to lose. Next, there are software wallets. This includes mobile, desktop, and browser extension wallets. These are wallets where you have access to the private keys. You can access these types of wallets on any device. You can sign off on transactions, in other words, send coins right on the device you're using on demand. Examples would include SafePal, Exodus, Trust, and MetaMask. In terms of the pros, they're free. You can create them within minutes. You can access your coins on any device. You have actual ownership of the keys. And lastly, a lot of these software wallets support a number of coins, so you can have your coins all in one spot. As for the cons, the biggest one would be that there's a potential backdoor to your funds in the software's code, as the private keys are stored on the device itself. Or perhaps you download a program that actually turns out to be a Trojan or malware, and it somehow gains access to your private keys that are on your device. The last con would be that it requires more responsibility over your funds. You'll really need to think about keeping your seed phrase in a secure spot. In terms of who it's good for, I would say that it's pretty much good for those who want ownership of their coins but don't have large sums of crypto. For example, maybe you've got like $500 worth of coins that you want ownership of, and that $500 really isn't a material amount to you. The next would be a hardware wallet. These are physical devices that are either not connected to the internet in any way or are online minimally. The purpose of them is to ensure that the private keys to the wallet never touch the internet. The private keys to the wallet are generated on the device itself to ensure maximum security. You will require the device itself to sign off on transactions, or in other words, send coins. The most common hardware wallet companies would be Ledger, Trezor, SafePal, and Coldcard. They all make different wallets, but those I would say are the most common hardware wallet companies in the crypto space. So the biggest pro with hardware wallets is that it offers the best compromise between security and convenience, in my opinion. The cons, however, are that these devices will cost you roughly $100 Canadian. In addition, you'll need to be responsible over both the seed phrase or keys and the device itself. This would be more so the seed phrase itself, because if you lose the device, you can still import the seed phrase into another hardware wallet and you can get access to your funds again. The other con would be the inconvenience of needing to constantly sign off on the transactions if you do a lot of sending or DeFi stuff. That said, I would say that hardware wallets are good for people who are looking to secure large sums of crypto and you don't really touch them often. That amount will vary from person to person, but I would say that you should get one if you're worried about leaving those coins on a software wallet or a web wallet. The last type of wallet is a paper wallet. These are wallets generated online and can be printed off so that the private keys stay on the piece of paper. This is kind of like the same thing as generating a wallet from a quote-unquote software wallet and then writing down that seed phrase onto the sheet of paper. Examples would include Bit Address and Bitcoin Paper Wallet. The pros is that once the wallet, which is the seed phrase, has been printed off, it never touches the internet and is generally pretty secure. Now, the con is that you will need to trust the site that is generating the private key or seed phrase to this wallet. You don't know for sure if someone's peering into the seed phrase that has been generated. It very well could be that the generator has been hacked or compromised. Another con is that you'll really need to take care of that piece of paper or the seed phrase that it was written down on. You'll really want to make sure that the paper doesn't rip or gets destroyed. If it does, you'll no longer have access to the coins. The last con is that it's inconvenient to send coins. You would first need to import that seed phrase into a wallet to then send off the coins. In that case, you risk the chance of your wallet being compromised each time you type in your seed phrase onto a device. That said, I would say that these wallets are really only good for small amounts and if you're wanting to gift coins to someone and want it to be something physical. For myself, I actually got into crypto in early 2017 when a friend of mine had given me 1 ETH on a piece of paper as a gift. He generated the wallet using my Ether wallet and printed it off and sent the 1 ETH to that wallet and then gave me the piece of paper, which had the private keys on it. With all that said, I hope that this video's helped you better understand the differences among the crypto wallets and which one's best for you when it comes to securing your crypto.